The Arizona Rattlers are brought to you by Santan Ford. At Santan Ford, it's all about you. And welcome everybody. Talking Stick Resort Arena, the Rattlers home opener against Cedar Rapids. Let's now take a quick look at our keys for today's game, Randy.
Keys for the game tonight. Number one, you have to get pressure on the quarterback. Number two, no big plays, no blown coverages. Make sure everybody's on the same page in the secondary. And last, control the line of scrimmage. If they can do that, they'll have no problem winning this game tonight.
And we are set for kickoff. Cedar Rapids to kick it away. Rattlers to return. Here we go. Return. Harrington. Jared Harrington. Getting the crowd pumped up. Big return here to get things going.
Super electric. You know, I was watching him during the warm-up. He has really good speed, is super shifty. So on the kickoffs, of course, but look for him to have an impact on this game too.
And excellent field position here for the Rattlers to start off the game. They will have the ball at the Cedar Rapids 19-yard line. And in at quarterback, Furlon Reed.
I'm looking forward to seeing how he reacts. Played a great second half last week, but tonight he gets the start, gets the nod tonight. So let's see if he's ready to roll.
Here we go, home opener for the Rattlers. Offsides against Cedar Rapids, free play. Arizona, pass is complete to Jamal Miles inside the 10-yard line. First down, Rattlers.
Standing in the pocket, looked very poised, you know. Coach Guy did a great job, though. I like the way. Very simple play call by Coach Guy that time, just to get him going, get him some confidence. Great throw over the top of the linebacker there, too, and Miles did a great job of catching the ball.
And just like that, Rattlers have the ball at the River Kings 5-yard line, first and goal. Reed goes under center. Handoff, right side, cuts it back in, touchdown, Rattlers!
Wow, how easy was that tonight? Jabril Ali just running, right down the pipe, picking up, like I said, right where he left off last week as well. Did a great job of running the football just then.
Jabril Lawley, the 5-yard touchdown run.
As you can see on the replay, too, he gets downhill quick, makes one cut, and he gets north and south. That's what you want to see in the running back, get north and south. Easy touchdown, easy drive for the Rattlers' first drive.
On now for the extra point, the rookie kicker, Jimmy Camacho. It is up, and it is good. Jimmy Camacho connects, and how about the way to start off the 2019 home season here, Randy?
You know, the energy's up. Coach Guy's got these boys ready to play football, and as I stated earlier on the replay, he takes the ball and makes one cut and gets downhill with the ball, and that's what you want from the running back. Great job, great opening first drive for the Rattlers.
Jabril Lawley in his first game last week against Green Bay, 14 carries, 88 yards, 3 touchdowns, average just over 6 yards a carry, and he can catch the balls well coming out of the backfield, also a touchdown catch.
You know, and to me, like, that was back in our day, of course, it was unheard of for a guy to have 4 rushing touchdowns in a game. Because, you know, now with all the rule changes and everything, and him being the back that he is, as versatile as he is, this guy goes out, and Coach Guy, I spoke with him even before the game, and he mentioned how great it is to have a guy like that who's athletic enough to run the football like that.
Well, you talked about during your playing days, Randy. Let's take a look at that stellar career you had and the reason why you are a member of the Rattlers Ring of Honor. Terrific career that you had here at Arizona. Take a look at some of the numbers. Very impressive. AFL Hall of Fame member worthy as well.
Man, I was blessed. I was truly blessed to play with a bunch of really great teammates. We had a good run, and I'm thankful for everything, and I'm glad to be a part of this organization.
And it's glad to have you back, no doubt about it. And great job there on the kickoff coverage there for the Rattlers. And that was one of the things that Coach Guy pointed out from last week's game against Green Bay. B.J. Hill, the top returner in the league, he said they did a fantastic job of slowing him down in the season opener, and a great job here to open things up.
Great job, and what I like to see is Harrington made that tackle. Makes me think about the old two-way days where guys had to play both sides of the football, but did a great job on the kick coverage just now.
So Harrington with a great return to get things going, and makes the tackle on special teams as well. And now the River Kings offense comes out for the first time here, and they will start from their own 8-yard line. And they got a rookie quarterback in Kurt Palandek out of UNLV. Palandek, 6'2", 200 pounds. Comes from your alma mater, Mr.
Oh, yeah.
Gatewood, UNLV.
Running Rebels.
And speaking of running, Palandek keeps it, pickup of 2 in on the tackle, Devontae Merriweather. As we take a look at that Rattlers defense. Again, 4 new starters. There you go, Nick Diavanzo, Lance McDowell, Josh Gordon, Ricky Wyatt, Merriweather, Chapman, Winfrey, and Henry, the starting defense for Arizona. Here this afternoon. So glad to be with us here on the CW. Arizona Rattlers 2019 home opener. 2nd and 8. Palandek fires, completes. Merriweather with the tackle.
Merriweather, great break on the ball then. You know, it's not often you see a guy catch the ball on a short, quick pass like that and the DB's all over him like that. Great break on the ball, great securing the tackle. Physical DB as well. That's what I really like about the Rattlers, have a bunch of physical, good size, super physical defensive backs.
And it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 3.5. That was Marquel Wade with the catch. Wade was first team All-IFL last year, and he's in motion. Palandek scrambling to his right, looking for room to run, tucks it, gets brought down, and that'll bring up 4th down. It's Josh Gordon, the reigning IFL Defensive Player of the Week, making the play.
And of course, I mentioned it in the open, Chris, that if they're going to have their hands full with him tonight, this guy motor, it goes and goes and goes. It never stops. It never ceases during the game. He reminds me of a guy that I used to play with, a guy by the name of Richard Ash and another guy, Brian Henderson, who gets off the ball super quick, and one-on-one, you cannot block guys like that.
And it's going to be a field goal attempt by Henry Nell. And this one is deep. Got the leg. And he has got the accuracy. It is good. Henry Nell, the deep field goal, and it is 7-3 Rattlers. We'll step aside for a quick break. Ball at their own 21, so a big break there for Cedar Rapids.
Absolutely.
Palandek's going to keep it. Nowhere to go. Let's take another look, though, at that Merriweather interception and fumble that was called.
As he gets up, he punches it out. As he gets up, Marquel Wade punches it out, and Cedar Rapids was able to recover that football. Big break for Cedar Rapids that time.
Great job by our camera crew to give you that look. Loss of 1 on the play, 2nd down and 11 for the River Kings now at their own 20. Palandek, plenty of time, fires and overthrows his intended receiver.
Timing was a little bit off that time. Plenty of time, the quarterback. That's an easy completion. He's got to set his feet, make a throw, and the guy's got to catch that football just then.
So another 3rd down, 3rd and 11. Rattlers did a great job on River Kings' first offensive possession, getting a 3 and out. Let's see if they can get another one here. Palandek rolls right. Penalty flag is down as Palandek throws it away, but there is a penalty flag down at about the Rattlers' 20-yard line. See what the call is.
Illegal contact, defense number 27, 5-yard penalty, and an automatic 1st down.
So the call's going to be against Devin Cockrell.
Cedar Rapids catches another break, Chris. The Rattlers have kind of shot themselves in the foot. A little bit of self-destruction here on this drive by the fumble and then giving them a 1st down. Especially on 3rd and long like that. You want to get off the field.
Yeah, costly penalty there for the Rattlers. 8 minutes remaining here, opening quarter. The Rattlers with the 14-3 lead. Palandek steps up, fires, great defensive play there by Arizona, and it was Dylan Winfrey making the play.
Great job of cutting in front of the DB. Watch as he dives across, uses that left hand to pull the tips the ball, just gets enough of it. Gets away with a little hole there, but hey, if they don't see it, they don't call it, it's not a penalty.
Tricks of the trade, right?
Absolutely. Just a quick little tug of the jersey there.
Doesn't take much. As you would know as a wide receiver and former DB. 2nd and 10. Right side. Not much room to work with over there for Nathaniel Chavis.
Of course, you know who's on the tackle. Josh Gordon runs him down from behind. Not only an effective pass rusher, but just all over the field defensively.
And he is so athletic, versatile for this Rattlers team. He was able to play some Mike linebacker last year, so they're able to move him all over the field. Another 3rd down, 3rd and 7. Palandek overthrows his intended receiver, Marquel Wade, and that will bring up 4th down for the River Kings.
Rattlers are doing a really good job of passing off receivers as they try to cross. We call that a banjo coverage. And as those receivers cross, it usually creates some confusion, but the Rattlers did a really good job of passing those guys off to the next guy and then locking on once you pass him off. He had nowhere to throw the football.
Henry Nell comes in for 2nd field goal attempt of the game. He made his first one from 45 yards. This one from 37. And it is no good.
No good on that one.
So with 5:55 remaining, we're going to step aside for a quick break. Rattlers lead 14-3. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. 5:55 remaining here, opening quarter. Rattlers with the 14-3 lead over the River Kings. Chris Harris here along with Randy Gatewood. So glad you could be with us here. Rattlers home opener. And we have got offsides, Randy, by about 10 yards on Desmond Epps.
Oh, yeah. That formation, though, when one of the receivers comes.
Offense, number 17. Half the distance to the goal. It's first down.
That formation where one of the receivers acts like he's coming downhill and then he goes horizontal, if you can get that ball to him on time, he can take that a long way. He's gone, yeah. Unfortunately, Epps was way, way offsides on that, and you know, he can't be wearing number 17 and making those kind of mistakes like that, you know.
Because who used to wear number 17 for the Rattlers?
Somebody used to wear it. I mean, you know.
Somebody to my right?
Somebody to your right, yeah, you know.
You got to represent that number.
Absolutely.
And we got penalty flag again. Reed scrambles right side. Nice pickup by Reed, but we've got two penalty flags down. And the first one came out right at the snap.
We have another offside?
Well, it was the same official that threw the previous offsides on Epps. As Coach Kevin Guy and Verlon Reed await the call from the officials, who are about 10 feet away from them.
Since Epps is wearing number 17, though, we're going to cut him some slack, though. Like, we're going to let him
he gets a little more rope for sure.
Yeah, we're going to let him get away with a few things.
But you're the one that's got to make that call. I think he's representing that number proudly.
He's representing it very well.
Already have the kickoff return for the touchdown.
Absolutely, very well.
There are 3 fouls, which will offset. Illegal defense, the player was not down in his stance for the snap. Illegal defense, number 44 was lined up too wide outside the guard. And personal foul, hands to the face, offense, number 66. Again, those fouls offset, and we'll replay the down.
Okay.
So there you have it. There were 2 flags and 3 penalties.
Great job of explaining it,
yes,
too, you know, especially when you have that many penalties.
That was a lot to spit out there.
Absolutely.
So with all that happening, it remains 1st and 13 for Arizona at their own 3. Fly sweep, Harrington, first down Rattlers.
One block away. He's 1 block away from taking that a long way. I like Jared Harrington, too. I like how Kevin Guy has put together a group of speedy, shifty receivers, and then as you get inside the red zone, you have a size guy in Anthony Amos that you can throw the ball up to.
And there's a look at the starters here offensively for Arizona. There's that number 17, Desmond Epps.
Super solid group of guys right there, too.
Yes. Again, most of the offense returning this season for the Rattlers. Play action. There's a shot down the field. Reed. Did he hang on to it? Touchdown, wow. Rattlers.
There's that guy, Desmond Epps again. Wow. I thought he was a little bit late on the throw for a second. Epps was able to go up and make a terrific, terrific catch then.
Take another look.
As he lets it go, I thought it was, like I said, a little late, but he plays it perfectly, goes up and catches it and holds on to it as he's running into the wall right there.
And that's field awareness right there.
Absolutely.
Knowing where that wall is, slowing down, making the catch.
Kind of reminds me of someone I used to know, you know, or someone I still know.
Doesn't ring a bell. 4:10 remaining, opening quarter. Rattlers with the 21-3 lead. Welcome back to the Snake Pit, everybody. 4:10 remaining, opening quarter, home opener of the 2019 season. And what a start for the Rattlers, up 21-3. And Desmond Epps having himself a quarter here, returned a kickoff for a touchdown and just took in the deep ball for another score.
Absolutely. Great job of concentration on the touchdown catch.
Jimmy Camacho kicks it away. Deep kick. Bounces off the back wall of the end zone and into the crowd. No return there from Marquel Wade. And the ball will be brought out to the 20-yard line. Chris Harris here along with Randy Gatewood. So glad to be with us here on the CW.
Glad to be here. Sitting alongside you, back in a familiar place that, like I said, a lot of memories, spent a lot of time here.
You spent some time down in that field here in this arena.
I'm seeing some Cooper, some Bonner, even seen one Gatewood jersey, some of the loyal fans, and everybody's still here, still a part of it, all these years later.
The Rattlers fans, they are faithful ones. There's no doubt about it. 1st and 10 for Cedar Rapids from their own 20. Handoff, and there is nowhere to go. Coming up to make the play, Ricky Wyatt Jr. and Josh Gordon.
That's one thing Kevin Guy has really prides himself on, is defense. I know the Rattlers have been great over all the years offensively, but look at, as you see on the replay, look how hard two guys, one's trying to strip the ball, Watts is on the tackle. Like, defensively, the Rattlers have always been super solid. Even with the addition of new guys coming in the following year, they've always looked great on defense.
And Ricky Wyatt Jr., the new MAC linebacker for the Rattlers this season, making the play. Palandek, a wide open receiver. And a big hit, but Marquel Wade. And we got a penalty flag coming in. Looks like it's going to be a late hit there against the Rattlers. Take another look.
First mental mistake of the game. We spoke about it earlier, but he's wide open. Wade's wide open and breakdown in coverage where two guys went after the same guy. A big hit from Merriweather right there.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 8 of the defense. Half the distance to the goal, 1st down.
So the late hit goes against Merriweather. Take another look.
Super subtle at the end. He kind of stood over the top of him, and I think that's why they got him for a little bit of taunting. But yeah, big hit though. You got to get out and protect yourself though. You can't be absorbing that many, those type of big hits.
River Kings 1st and goal from the 4. The pitch, Chavis, right side, cuts it back in, and the tackle is made. Ricky Wyatt Jr. stepping up, making the stop.
Good job of containing him that time too. Nicholas Diabonzo. Great job of cutting him back inside, letting the pursuit come, and Ricky Watts, of course, cleaned him up. Nicholas with a K.
Go by Nick.
Yeah, with a K.
Yes. 2nd and goal from the 2. Palandek pitch left side, Chavis gets knocked out of bounds. Merriweather.
No, he didn't get in.
Showing that athleticism, gets him into the dasher boards. 3rd down.
Those walls don't give either, you know. Those walls are 100% undefeated.
They have never lost.
Never lost. Look at the pursuit by Merriweather, and you just forced him right into the wall. One of the toughest places to score. You would think it would be easier inside that little compact area, but inside the 5, one of the toughest places to score here.
Condenses the field. Under 2 minutes here, opening quarter. 3rd and goal for the River Kings from the 1. Palandek going to keep it left side. Touchdown, River Kings. Palandek works the left side and finds his way into the end zone.
It's a good call, though, running away from where everything is. They're in a trips formation on the right, and nobody's on the backside. So basically, the guard and the fullback just leads him right into the end zone there. It's a tough play. Tough play to stop it on that side.
So the first touchdown of the afternoon for Cedar Rapids, and Nell on for the extra point. And it is good. with 1:09 remaining here, opening quarter. Arizona with the lead over Cedar Rapids, 21-10. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody, and what a great year the Rattlers had last season. Finished in second place, 11-3 regular season, but they lost a heartbreaker in the intense conference championship game, 69-68 against Sioux Falls. But led the league in scoring offense, second in scoring defense. But they did come up short of their goal of winning a second straight United Bowl. And I know Coach Kevin Guy and the rest of the teams got their eyes on getting their hands on that one more time.
Yeah, he prides himself in championships. A lot of other teams, they're content with just getting there and say maybe we won the division. But I know Kevin personally. We came into the league together back in 1996, and he prides himself in championships.
Clock in the back, number 95 of the receiving team. Half the distance to the goal, it's first down.
And Kevin Guy, he's had such great success here with the Rattlers. In his 11th season with the team, general manager, head coach, he's got 4 league championships, won 3 in a row in the AFL, and in his first year in the IFL, he took the title there as well.
Yeah, I'm not even sure when, Ron Schertz hired him on that they knew that they would have this much success. He's been very, very successful, and in, year out, even as players leave, he's still able to put together a great team.
First and 10, Reed up the middle, room to run, Verlon Reed, left sideline, and he is gone. Verlon Reed, the 44-yard touchdown run, and there's that quick strike capability we talk about with Verlon Reed.
It's not often a player, one guy. They have several guys who could change the game, but look at this. Look at the speed right now where he outruns Trevante Johnson right there and then turns on the Jets and is able to take it all the way to the house. That's what he spoke about, having to have 2 quarterbacks, one that's dynamic running and Zimba who can throw, but Reed has done a great job tonight of leading this team.
And how about the start here for Arizona?
Wow.
We are through the opening quarter. Camacho's extra point attempt is no good. But we are through the first quarter here in the Rattlers home opener, and it has been all Arizona as they have the lead by a score of 27-10. The second quarter when we come back right here on the CW. brought to you by Papa John's. When we win, you win. The day after every Rattlers win, you'll receive 50% off all online pizza orders. And All Copy Products, your one-stop shop for workplace solutions and the official office solutions provider of your Arizona Rattlers. And by Santan Ford. At Santan Ford, it's all about you. And Miller Lite, great tasting, less filling beer. It's Miller time. And it has been all Rattlers here so far as we head into the second quarter. 27-10 lead. Second quarter now underway. Nice return up the middle. Tackle is made on Marquel Wade. The tackle by Ricky Wyatt Jr.
Cedar Rapids is going to have to get something going quick here, because you go down by a few touchdowns by the Rattlers, and there's no way you're going to come back and beat them. They're only going to pressure. They're going to put more pressure on you throughout this game. They have to find a way to get something going here.
So the River Kings will start with the ball at their own 18-yard line. Got a touchdown on their last possession.
A nice ball control, solid drive as well, too.
Palandak fires incomplete. Coverage there by Winfrey for the Rattlers.
He looks a little uncomfortable tonight. I know he's been sacked twice, but just not quite. Timing's off, everything's off. Even the receivers getting in and out of cuts. As I watched them as well, like no one's running clean, crisp routes, separating themselves and giving him a bigger window to throw the football.
And going back to the keys to the game that you had, Randy, one of the things you mentioned was they got to put pressure on that quarterback. They've done a great job of that here so far.
Super solid job.
2nd and 10. Palandak gets it away. Complete to Chavis. First down and more for Chavis. Gets it down to the 16-yard line of the Rattlers.
Good job of finding his check down, guys. He's getting pressure. For a second, I thought he was going to get sacked again. Great catch, too. Able to go up and get the ball, and then look at the run after catch, the yak yardage, we call it. Gordon almost gets home as well.
Great job by Palandak, though, just to dump it over the top and let your running back make some plays. 1st and 10 from the 16. Chavis now down on the ground and a pickup of 1. Boy, that Rattlers defensive front coming over and making the stop.
Very tough to run on those guys up front.
Tough sledding, no doubt about it. In on the tackle, Nick Diavanzo. One of the new players here defensively for the Rattlers. 6'3", 285 out of New Mexico.
Great size, athletic too. Likes to use the bull rush. Guys hate the bull rush too, Chris, because then you just push them right back into the quarterback.
Quarterback doesn't like that. Palandak has time now, rolling to the right. Pressure comes. Incomplete.
Wow. You're able to see what Gordon did. He gets knocked down. He gets cut down because it was supposed to be a quick game. Gets up and still almost sacks the quarterback.
So, penalty against the Rattlers. And the official said that was going to be an automatic first down, which it is. So, didn't catch what the call was, but it's going to be, looks like 1st and goal for the River Kings from the 10.
Yeah, they bailed him out. Bailed him out again with penalties.
And we're going to have a timeout by Cedar Rapids before the snap.
Timeout.
River Kings head coach Mark Stout saw something he didn't like and wanted to call the timeout. We'll take the timeout as well. 12:19 remaining here in the first half. Arizona with the lead, 27-10. 12:19 remaining here, first half. Rattlers with the 27-10 lead over the River Kings. Home opener for Arizona. Looking to go to 2-0 on the season, won last week at Green Bay. Palandek, left side, looking downfield, fires, passes caught, touchdown, River Kings. What a terrific grab there by Cedar Rapids and their wide receiver, Kari Kimbrough.
Great catch in the back of the end zone. For a second, I thought Palandek had crossed the line of scrimmage, but only one little part has to be behind. Are we going to get a challenge on that?
Doesn't look like it. Kimbrough with the catch. Nell on for the extra point.
Extra point by Nell is good.
And he knocks it through. 27-17. Take another look.
Yeah, for a second, I thought he might have crossed over the line of scrimmage. Thought maybe we might get our first challenge of the game on that as well. Do we have another angle where we could see it from? Great catch, though. Going up and getting it. Kari Kimbrough, that's that 6'4" frame he's got.
And he used every inch of it to go up and get that.
Absolutely. That kind of reminds me of me, too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's funny how much better you get the further away you get from your playing career. And you had a great playing career.
Absolutely.
But you're even better
right now
than what your AFL Hall of Fame career represents.
Oh, yeah. I appreciate the love, too, you know, yeah. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. You don't need some love right now. It's that man right there. Rattlers head coach Kevin Guy.
Oh, yeah, he does not look happy.
He does not look happy. But his offense is about to get the ball, and they've been pretty much unstoppable when they've had it here so far today. Nell to kick it away. Well, again, along to the ground. That's been their strategy here, to try to keep it away from Epps. And for the most part, they've had success, but Epps did return one kickoff for a touchdown already here today. And here comes that Rattlers offense. And looking at some of those first quarter numbers, Randy, you were really impressed with what you saw numbers-wise from the quarterback, Verlon Reed, not only with the arm, but running it as well.
Yeah, he's got one rushing touchdown, one passing touchdown, no interceptions. You know, has been very, very good at just ball control as well. And I think Kevin's done a really good job, too, of calling plays that he's comfortable with and things to get him some confidence and get him going. But he's looking good, running the football and throwing the football tonight.
Well, that touchdown run was 44 yards, showing that big play ability that he has. And one of the touchdown throws was 34 yards, the bomb to Epps. Right side, Lawley cuts it back in. Nice run there by Jabri Lawley. Tell you what, had a great first week at Green Bay, and last year's offensive player of the year for the IFL, Daryl Monroe, he's on the short-term IR right now, and Lawley, the rookie, taking advantage of his time here with Monroe out of action.
Looks really comfortable, too, running the football. You know, in Arena League, they're not known for running the football. It's usually a passing league, but he certainly looks very comfortable running the football.
First down, Rattlers. Lawley again right side, another big run, another first down.
Kevin's going to feed him, too. You know, if you keep getting 8, 9, 10 yards per run, he's going to feed him.
Yeah, he had 14 carries in last week's win against Green Bay, and great job right there.
Great job, and that was another key to victory, was controlling the line of scrimmage. And tonight, the line has done a great job. I don't even know if Verlon Reed has been touched tonight, but as you can see, blocking down the field, driving guys into the ground on running plays.
And that was Chris Bowles with the terrific seal block on that right side to break Lawley loose. Now Reed rolls out to his left. Catch is made by Amos. Pickup of about 5 on the play.
Yeah, we got to get Amos involved. You know, he's one of those guys who's been around a while, a vet on the team. Let's get him involved as well.
Amos was second team All-IFL last year. He's just been so consistent, so steady for this Rattlers team the last few years.
Very solid, very dependable, too. Doesn't make mistakes, knows where to be, and can play all 3 positions on the field.
Second down and 5. Lally again puts the shoulder down inside the 5.
Look at the cut. Watch when he takes this ball off tackle here, and look at the cut he makes to get himself in position, the vision that he has. One cut, and then I thought he was going to maybe be able to get through there. But just done an exceptional job of running the football here in the first half.
6 foot, 225 pounds.
Let's give it to him again.
Terrific all-around back. First and goal, Rattlers from the 4. Right side, touchdown, Rattlers.
Jamal Miles easily walks in there. That's that formation and the motion we spoke about earlier. When it looks like you're coming downhill and you go horizontal, if the timing's right, there's nothing you can do to stop it. You got good blocking downfield by the receivers. Miles with good speed, able to get outside and take it in for the touchdown.
Just a foot race for the corner, and Jamal Miles wins it.
Yeah, he's going to win that every time. Product, hometown, well, not hometown, but a product of ASU.
Peoria High School as well.
Yep.
Extra point by Camacho is no good. No good for Camacho, but it's Jamal Miles with the touchdown. Rattlers with the lead. We'll be right back. .8:13 remaining here, first half. Welcome back to the Snake Pit, everybody. Rattlers with the 33-17 lead in the home opener. Onside kick. Rattlers recover.
Wow.
What a terrific kick by the rookie kicker, Jimmy Camacho. And how about your MAC linebacker, Ricky Wyatt, coming up to make the recovery?
Great call. Because you don't anticipate with a 2.5 touchdown lead, you don't anticipate somebody's going to try something like that. Great call. Great kick. Epps is the one who actually disrupted it. Ricky Watts came in and cleaned it up, scooped it up.
There's Ricky Wyatt, the rookie MAC linebacker, getting a little high five from special teams coach Jeff Jarnigan. Love the call.
Oh, absolutely. Got to show those guys a little love, too. You know, the defensive guys, when they make big plays, they don't have as many opportunities, and they love to make big plays and show. And even I'm surprised he didn't maybe do his little end zone dance or something like that.
He's saving that. He's got to get in the end zone for that. Rattlers with the possession. Lally right side again. And you know what? Why not? It's working. Just keep going to it.
They are gouging him with the run. And like I said, I spoke with Kevin Guy earlier today, and he spoke about Jabril Lally running the football. And the offensive line is a huge hole. Look at the hole he's running through. And then from there, he just gets downhill and runs over people.
Lamar Mady, Steve Garola, Chris Bowles getting it done up front.
As a running back, you love to run through a hole that big. And then it's you in one-on-one with a DB or something.
I think I might have been able to get through that hole.
I think so.
Reed Little check down. Harrington, another first down to the 5. Boy, this Rattlers offense, they are clicking on all cylinders right now. Everything's working.
I like how the offensive line, look at the pocket. He has time to pump fake, look to the left, and then come back to the other side to Harrington with no problem, no pressure, none at all. He looks very comfortable in the pocket tonight. And that offensive line, credit them for doing such a great job up front.
And they're going to say his knee hit down at the 6. So first and goal from the 6. Handoff, Lally left side this time. Touchdown, Rattlers.
Why not?
Jabri Lally from 6 yards out, his second touchdown of the game.
That's too easy. Takes the handoff and just gets, look at the size. We spoke of it earlier, Chris. Look at the size of these holes he's running through tonight. And a back as good as him, you can't give him that size of a hole and expect to slow him down. One-on-one, you're not going to tackle him. He is gouging him tonight with the run. Great job of play calling, too.
Camacho extra point is no good. He's now missed his last 3 extra point attempts. But Lally with his second touchdown of the game. Rattlers lead 39-17. We'll be right back. .6:01 remaining here, first half. Arizona with the 39-17 lead over Cedar Rapids. Here in the home opener, Talking Stick Resort Arena. Chris Harris here along with Randy Gatewood. So glad you're with us here on the CW. Camacho kicks it away and through the uprights and into the net. Unfortunately, does not get 3 points for that.
Accuracy. He's working on his accuracy just in case he has to kick one.
And Camacho actually had 2 kickoffs in last week's game against Green Bay that hit the scoreboard that hangs over the field.
Wow, wow.
So the ball will come out to midfield. And there is Kurt Palendek getting a call from his head coach, Mark Stout. Mark Stout, in his second stint taking over Cedar Rapids, was the head coach from 2012 to 2016, was the IFL Coach of the Year in 2013.
Let's see if they can answer.
Palendek has room to run, takes off up the middle, plenty of room for Palendek, cuts it to the right, still on his feet. Touchdown, River Kings. Kurt Palendek found some room to run, took off, takes it into the end zone for the 25-yard score.
Great job of taking off, too. Shows great speed for a quarterback. Makes one guy miss. Josh Gordon almost runs him down from behind, but a great job of scoring on that drive. Coverage was very good that time. No one open and no one accounted for him. He takes off.
So now for the extra point, Cedar Rapids a player short. They still have 15 seconds left on the play clock. Mel's extra point is good. So Palandek, the 25-yard run, and it's a 39-24 lead still for the Rattlers.
Yeah, that's one thing about playing man in this particular game is that when everyone else is accounted for, no one accounts for the quarterback. And when he takes off, everybody's running a deep route, and there's no one spying on him or anything, and it's hard to bring him down once he's got a full head of steam going. You make one guy miss, and he's off to the races.
Yeah, Palandek certainly had plenty of real estate to work with there on the touchdown run. Let's now take a look at the IFL standings. Week number 2 here. And then right on top, the Rattlers, followed by Quad City Wheelers, one of 4 new teams in the IFL this season. They went from 6 teams to 10. And there's Sioux Falls.
Good to see the good old Iowa Barnstorm is still going strong, you know?
One of the teams from back in your day in the AFL, and they are the reigning IFL champions. They won the United Bowl last year when they took down the Sioux Falls Storm. And look there, Tucson Sugar Skulls.
Sugar Skulls.
We got another team here in Arizona.
I like it.
A team that Rattlers general manager and head coach Kevin Guy is also involved with. More on that later.
Love the name too.
Harrington on the return, right side, cuts it back in. Jared Harrington. Boy, the return game, whether it's Epps or Harrington, dangerous.
You pick your poison. You kick it deep, you're gonna get Epps. You kick it short, you're gonna get Harrington. Look at him. Great vision too. Tough guy though.
Jared Harrington, 5'9", 180 pounds, out of Campbellsville University, second season with the Rattlers.
He does not shy away from contact either.
Not at all. Great field position once again for Arizona. They will start from the Cedar Rapids 18-yard line. 4.5 minutes remaining here, first half. Boy, Reed has all sorts of time. Finally rolls left, and nobody could get open. Great coverage by the River Kings. And Reed just has to give himself up out of bounds.
At some point, that internal clock goes off in the quarterback's head, and he's holding it for 3, 4, 5. Okay, I got to get out of bounds. But I can't say enough about the job that O-line has done tonight in protecting him and making sure the pocket stays clear.
Connie Kawhi, offensive line coach, assistant head coach for the Rattlers.
Connie's been around a while as well. Great guy though. Knows the game of IFL and arena football very well.
His 13th season with the Rattlers. Connie Kawhi. Reed incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 for Arizona.
Yeah, Amos loses his feet on the out route. Had him open, stumbles a little bit. Turf monster reaches up and grabs him.
Got to be fearful of the turf monster. Verlon Reed, he was the starting quarterback for the Rattlers last season. First game of the year, opening drive, went down with an injury against Sioux Falls. Jeff Ziemba came in, did a terrific job, and it was pretty much Jeff Ziemba's team from there on out. Verlon Reed certainly got some playing time once he got healthy. And he also got the start in the playoff game last year against Sioux Falls. And as Coach Guy has said, he feels like he's got 2 starting quarterbacks, and then Reed with the pass for the touchdown. Anthony Amos hauls it in for the score from 18 yards out.
Great catch. This ball is 1 inch off the ground. He's able to get his hands under it, secure the catch. Great catch. A diving catch. Great concentration on that ball. I thought it was thrown a little bit short. I wasn't sure if he was able to do it. Amos, the veteran, dependable receiver he is, makes the grab, though. Makes it look easy, too.
And Camacho's extra point this time is good. 2:19 remaining here, first half, 46-24, Arizona, and you just circled it right there on our screen, Randy. They're on pace to go over 100 points here.
Oh, yeah. Unbelievable. Just goes to show, you know, how high-powered this offense is when they're hitting on all cylinders.
Well, they had some high-scoring games against Cedar Rapids last year. They beat River Kings 84-83 back on April 28th last year. And that was the game that Daryl Monroe had 11 rushing touchdowns, setting an IFL record. 84-83 was that final. And boy, they're on pace to eclipse that here tonight.
11 rushing touchdowns. Wow. This is arena football. You're supposed to throw the football. This is a wide receivers game.
And this game is more of a 50-50 run pass.
Absolutely.
And as we take a look at the Rattlers leading in, former Rattlers head coaches, Kevin Guy leading the way on that board, and underneath him, the man you played for, Danny White.
DW. The great Danny White.
That's Kevin Guy, the winningest coach in franchise history. Nice return there by Chavis. Gets it out to about the 22-yard line.
Touchdown saving tackle right there by Ricky Watts Jr. He was off to the races. If he slips that tackle, he's gone.
So not only is Ricky Wyatt getting it done at the MAC linebacker position, we've also seen him get done on special teams, making the tackle, and also made the fumble recovery on the onside kick.
Versatility. You know, I always had an old coach who always say, the more you know, the faster you go. And anytime you can be out there and operate in different places, you're always going to have an edge on that guy that only can do one thing. He's very versatile, especially with that size he's got.
And if you don't have to think so much and just go by instinct,
oh yeah,
you can always go move quicker. 1st and 10, Palandek in trouble, dumps it off Chavis. Tackle is made, but a nice job there by Cedar Rapids quarterback, Palandek. Bought himself some time, then got the dump off to Chavis.
Well, he is under all kind of duress tonight. Chavis has been his little security blanket as he blocks. He tries to cut Ricky Watts Jr. down and dumps it off to him. I hope he don't mind me calling him Ricky. You know, at my age, I like to think I can call him Ricky. Rick Watts Jr.
I'm sure he's okay with it.
All right. And I'm only 30, by the way, so.
Just turned. 2nd down and 5. Chavis left side. 1st down, River Kings, as the first half clock winds down, and we are at the 1-minute warning. And we're going to step aside for the break. We'll be right back. Rattlers with the lead, 46-24. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. 1 minute remaining, first half here in the home opener for the Arizona Rattlers. Their head coach, Kevin Guy's got to like what he's seen so far here. The 46-24 lead. Take a look what's coming up at the half. Rattlers owner Ron Schertz will join us in the booth. Also, first half stats and highlights, that and more coming up at the half. Palandek showing some athleticism.
Great job of slipping tackles that time. Got an injured guy.
Take another look at Palandek, showing he's got some mobility.
Yeah. Turns it on right there. Able to run away from Lance McDowell. Hurdles a guy.
And we got a timeout down on the field. Looked like Josh Gordon was a little slow to get up now, being helped off the field.
Yeah, hopefully it's nothing too serious. He is walking. That's one of the guys that's the leader on that defense. Tough as nails. I'm sure he'll figure out what's going on and see if he can make a return.
And that is Josh Gordon.
Yeah.
So that would be a big loss here for the Rattlers.
Yeah.
Great start to the season. The league's defensive player of the week last week against Green Bay with 3 sacks and a safety. Hopefully he'll be all right. Clock continues to wind down. 40 seconds remaining. Oh, almost intercepted. Jumping the route was Bubba Chapman. And that would have been a pick 6 if you could have hung on to that.
I saw that right away. You notice I was like, oh no. I thought he was going to be able to do it. 2 hands for beginners though, you know. We always try to make that one-handed catch, but that should have been going the other way there. I'm sure Bubba Chapman would like to have that one back. But maybe he wants a do-over on that one because that's an easy pick 6 right there.
Yeah, Bubba Chapman had 4 interceptions in 10 games last year. 8 interceptions in 2017 when he was first team All-IFL. Palandek left side, Marquel Wade. He's going to get stopped just inside the 5-yard line. 30 seconds remain here in the first half. Cedar Rapids still with 2 timeouts remaining. Third down and goal to go for the River Kings. Palandek trying to find somebody, finally throws it away, but he had 2 receivers collide there at the goal line.
Yeah, breakdown, definitely a breakdown in communication.
So that's going to bring up 4th down for the River Kings. A great defensive stand there by the Rattlers. And they're going to bring out Henry Nell for the River Kings for the field goal attempt. And it's going to be a 19-yard field goal attempt here by Nell. Remember, he kicked the 45-yarder in the first quarter. And it is good. With 21 seconds remaining here in the first half.
21 seconds, that's an eternity, though, in this game.
Plenty of time. 46-27, Rattlers with the lead. And Arizona will be looking to put some more points on the board here before heading to the locker room.
Yeah, 21 seconds, like we said, that's an eternity. That's plenty of time in this league, especially with these dynamic returners they have. Get some good field position and off they go.
And Cedar Rapids, they've done all they can on the kickoffs to try to kick it away from Epps or from Harrington, but they're doing a great job of fielding those ground balls and taking them the other way.
I might just have to kick that ball into the stands every time, you know, to keep it away from him. Boy, they are dynamic. Him and Harrington, though, they are dynamic back there.
So glad you're with us here for the home opener for the Arizona Rattlers. Talking Stick Resort Arena on the CW. Yeah. Rattlers fans back, happy to be back in the building. Gotta like what they've seen so far. 46-27 lead. Epps, the deep man for the Rattlers. And he will be returning it. Nice job fielding it on the hop. Desmond Epps. Gonna get bottled up this time. Nice job defensively on the coverage by Trevonte Johnson out of Central Florida for the River Kings. But 17 seconds remain here in the first half. Rattlers will have the ball from their 14-yard line.
Yeah, they were able to corral him that time. Didn't quite have that opening where he could just hit that thing downhill. Still plenty of time, like I said, though. In this game, 17 seconds is eternity.
And the Rattlers still have all 3 timeouts remaining.
Yes.
Let's see what head coach Kevin Guy dials up here. Reed in shotgun. There's a little screen there. Lawley breaks free, left side. Lawley still on the run. Down the sideline, Lawley, touchdown, Rattlers.
What a call.
Jabri Lawley with the catch and go. Touchdown, Arizona.
Look at the option he has, though, here of taking this ball, turns it on. He knows right now he's not going to stop him. It's a touchdown. It is not often you have a guy with that size who has that speed and that ability. Great play call, though, by Coach Guy, knowing that these guys are going to sell out on the pass rush at the end of the half here. Great job of Reed to getting the ball to him.
Camacho's extra point. Wow. It is up, and it is good. Another look. Lawley with the 36-yard catch and run.
Great catch, great blocking downfield. Wide receivers are blocking downfield. Stiff arms, touchdown. Great play call.
One play, one score.
10 seconds, that's all it took.
You said that, what was it, 14 seconds was plenty of time?
17 seconds, plenty of time in this game, you know.
53-27. This Arizona offense has been unstoppable here in the first half.
I have to circle it again because look at that. Oh, my goodness. Unbelievable.
The snake pit fired up.
Putting on a show. This place is always rocking.
Last season, best fans in the league for the IFL. You can say that just about every year.
Oh, yeah. And as I look out here, I see a lot of the same fans, Chris, that were here back when I played. Like, I recognize a few people still.
They are a loyal group, no doubt about it. Camacho with the kick, fielded it just inside the end zone. Great coverage there by the Rattlers. 3 seconds remaining here in the first half.
You know, with the exception of a couple of defensive penalties, the Rattlers have really played a flawless first half. Offensively, defensively, special teams have set them up in good field position. And Verlon Reed, he's been exceptional.
So River Kings will call a timeout with the ball at their own 12-yard line. Now, we saw Nell earlier on kick a 45-yard field goal in the first quarter. So if you're Mark Stout and Cedar Rapids, do you think about going for the field goal here or taking a shot to the end zone?
No, I'm thinking about kicking a field goal right now. You know, even though I'm down by, you know, quite a bit, I'm thinking that he hit one earlier with no problem, and it's really tough. You got one play here, so you either got to throw it up and hope for, you know, someone makes a big play, Hail Mary type situation, or you kick the field goal. But it looks like they're going to go and maybe do some type of screen play or quick screen. We still like the quick screen in these type of moments right here because
and try to make something happen.
Yeah, and the DBs are usually playing way back, and you release those linemen downfield and usually can get a huge play out of it. So let's see what they've got dialed up.
And Rattlers head coach Kevin Guy took a look at the offensive set there and said, well,
timeout.
I got some timeouts to call. Let's get one here.
Timeout of the half.
And they showed their hand. He was going to run the ball. Totally showed their hand. Coach Guy's a poker player because he totally showed his hand. They were going to run a draw there.
He's a very good poker player.
Oh, yeah. Now you got to change it up. I don't think you can't run the same play now. I think he now has to throw the football.
So you got to come at them with another look here.
Yeah.
Different offensive set. So glad to be with us here on the CW for the home opener for the Arizona Rattlers. Won their season opener last week at Green Bay, looking to go 2-0 on the season. Up 53-27 here in the first half. 3 seconds remaining. Now it's going to be a handoff to Chavis. There is the horn to end the half. Chavis still on the run. Finally gets knocked into the dasher board and out of bounds. But it is halftime here. Talking Stick Resort Arena. Arizona Rattlers with the lead over Cedar Rapids, 53-27. It is halftime, and we'll be right back right here in just a moment with Rattlers owner Ron Schertz. We'll be right back. It's halftime in the home opener here at Talking Stick Resort Arena, where the Arizona Rattlers, they lead the Cedar Rapids River Kings by a score of 53-27. And Chris Harris here along with Rattlers owner Ron Schertz. So glad you could join us. And first off, your thoughts on this offensive explosion here in the first half.
Boy, if my math is right, that could be 100 points pretty soon, huh?
Yes.
On our side, so 80 points first half, exciting, and I think we were talking before we got on here, this team's more athletic. They're a little bit quicker, a little bit faster, and Kevin's obviously taking advantage of it.
2019 home opener, what has you excited about this season?
You know, I think there's something sobering about the fact you don't win the championship the year before. And that by itself is one of those things, just like we want to get back after it and you know, get some more hard work.
I know you had a chance to talk to the team there beginning of training camp. What's the message to those guys?
You know, the message is just go out and be successful every minute that you can. That's my message in life, and just go out and grind it. And don't worry about the goals at the end of the season. Worry about what happens today. And you know, and that's how Kevin teaches it anyway. And you know, it looks like we got something going.
Speaking of getting something going, the IFL, the league, went from 6 teams to 10 teams, the expansion. What has you excited about the direction of the league moving forward?
Well, I mean, that obviously puts them a little bit more solid footing, right? With 10 teams, and you know, that looks like it's going to be more next year. But just the fact that they already, you know, went down to 6 is always kind of an issue. But now back to 10 starts to be viable.
Now, one of those new teams is the Tucson Sugar Skulls. We now have 2 teams in Arizona, and Rattlers head coach, general manager Kevin Guy, a part of that. What's the arrangement? How does that work? People have been asking me.
Yeah, well, you know what? He obviously told me about it way on just to get my buy-in and see if I was okay with it. And,
Sure.
But he did say before the game here, he goes, you know, ever since training camp started, he goes, I've been 100% Rattler focused. So, you know, Kathy's down to running that deal, and he goes, I'm concentrating on winning a championship here.
Well, last year voted the IFL's Franchise of the Year, Best Fan Base Hospitality Award. What does that mean to you?
Well, it just says something about our brand. You know, we've been able to keep the brand, and we just do things, just the whole presentation of what we do is completely different than anybody else in the industry and in our business. And, you know, people keep coming back, and they love the Rattlers. And 27, 28 years now, right?
Rattlers owner Ron Schertz, really appreciate the time. As always, thanks for popping on up.
Appreciate it, man.
Good luck the rest of the season.
Good seeing you. Thank you.
All right, halftime here at Talking Stick Resort Arena. The Rattlers with the lead by a score of 53-27. We'll be right back. Halftime here at Talking Stick Resort Arena. It's the Arizona Rattlers with the 53-27 lead over the Cedar Rapids River Kings. Let's take a look now at the first half stats and see how we got here. And this game has been all Arizona. Let's take a look at some of the numbers.
Wow. 10 for 126 rushing the football tonight. Unbelievable. Passing yards, 120. He hasn't made any mistakes tonight. He's been on point every time. Look at the total yards, though, to them. They're about almost 100 more than Cedar Rapids tonight with less plays.
Terrific first half for Arizona. We'll step aside for a quick break. We'll be right back in just a moment. Welcome back to Talking Stick Resort Arena as we get set to start the third quarter, joined right now by Rattlers head coach Kevin Guy. And coach, a terrific first half, 53 points. What was working so well there?
Well, it was like the Audubon Highway in the first half. Everything was working. So, we got into a track meet, and we've been executing on offense, and we had a big return on special team. We had a lot of explosive plays, but, defensively, because we're scoring so fast, we've been on the field, and we already went into the game short on the D-line because we got some injuries. We had Flago get hurt last week, and now Josh Gordon went out, so we got an offensive lineman, a rookie, Holland, playing D-line for us. He did play some D-line in college, so it's not his first time looking at it. So, we do cross-train here, but we did, that is going to, affect us in the second half.
Well, good thing you got those high-powered sports cars on that Audubon, Coach. Good luck in the second half.
Yeah, you got it, guys. Thanks.
Rattlers head coach Kevin Guy. Verlon Reed, the 44-yard touchdown run, showing some of that explosive offense that he was just talking about.
Like you said, plenty of sports cars on that Autobahn
Take your
tonight.
pick.
Oh, take your pick of any one of them. Guys making some exciting, some electric plays tonight, and Jabril Ali has really been a difference maker running the football too, because now you have to account for him with the linebackers, and it opens up the lanes for Verlon to pass and throw the ball to everybody. So dynamic job of an offense tonight, really going out and executing, and then also a great job of the defense of limiting them to just 27 points, even with a couple of mistakes that they've made tonight. So see if they can pick up where they left off in the first half and continue to dominate.
And again, give credit to that offensive line for Arizona. Sometimes they're the unsung heroes, but they certainly made some things happen for this offense in the first half.
Yeah, they haven't really, the Cedar Rapids pass rush hadn't even got close to them tonight. And, you know, you go back to last season, they only gave up 9 sacks all of last season, led the league in that category. And those guys take pride in that area. So if they can keep the pocket clean, keep Verlon free from pressure and stuff like that, the Rattlers are going to be tough to beat. And as we spoke earlier, I think Verlon Reed, if he keeps playing like he's playing tonight, he's going to solidify that starting position for this team.
And let's now revisit the keys to the game, Randy, that you gave us at the top, and just see how things have gone so far here with what you've seen.
Yeah, number one, we talked about putting pressure on the quarterback. They've done that. They've sacked him twice tonight. No big plays. We said no blown coverages. We did have one mistake, but we'll let them get away with that one, considering that they're up. And O-line controlled the line of scrimmage, which they've done a great job tonight of controlling the line of scrimmage. So continue that up in the second half, and these guys are going to continue to put up these big numbers, and it should be a good game the rest of the way.
So Arizona will kick it off here to open the second half.
Cedar Rapids has to get something going early, though. You know, an opportunity for them right now to go down and score. As you know, Kevin, he's going to put his foot on the gas. He's not going to pull it off. So see if they can answer right now.
Jimmy Camacho with the kick. Nice job there by Anthony Amos. Their special teams making the tackle.
Oh, yeah. Great job from Amos, too. You know, going down and hitting somebody. That's probably one of the biggest hits we've had tonight outside of the one from Merriweather. Guys taking pride in special teams.
Amos had the great touchdown catch in the first half. Went down low, got the scoop just above the turf. And
you know, those two-way guys, they impress me the most, Chris. I'm still impressed with them.
Iron Man.
Oh, yeah.
Chavis. Pickup of about 9. Been impressed with this Nathaniel Chavis, the running back out of Sacred Heart. Had a pair of touchdowns in the season opener for Cedar Rapids.
Yeah, he's been impressive tonight. You know, he's over 60 yards running the football as well, trying to answer what Jabril Lawley has done on the Rattlers side of the ball. But he's been good tonight running the football. And that's been Palandeck, that's been his security blanket tonight when he's got himself into trouble too.
Second down and 1. Chavis on the fly sweep, it coming up to make the tackle. A terrific play there. Big number 77.
Abram Holland coming in for Gordon on the defensive side. You know, predominantly an offensive lineman, but coming in tonight, playing some defense because of the injury to Gordon, and was able to make a grab him one-handed full speed and bring him down.
Athletic play for the 6'2", 320-pound Holland out of New Mexico State. First down now for the River Kings. Palandeck just gets the ball out of his hands to Chavis. Check that.
And I've noticed Chavis is lined up at a wide receiver position that time, so they pulled him out of the backfield and lined him up outside. Shows his versatility, not only as a running back, but as a wide receiver.
So first down, Cedar Rapids with ball at the Arizona 21. So glad you're with us for the Rattlers home opener here at the Snake Pit on the CW. Palandeck fires and the pass is complete. Making the catch is Ricky Galvin for the River Kings.
Really good coverage that time, too, by Philip Henry. Pretty good throw by Palandeck, though, to keep it away from him, and Galvin able to make the catch up against the boards.
Philip Henry's a guy that had an interception in week 1 against Green Bay. Making the tackle there. Second down and 1. Chavis gets brought down, not before picking up the first down, making the tackle for the Rattlers is Lance McDowdell.
And McDowdell does a great job, Dan, of staying with the play. For a second, I thought Chavis might have slipped him, but he stayed with the play and was able to bring him down.
McDowdell, 6'4", 325 out of Central Florida. As Merriweather tries to clean up his visor so he can see what's going on out there. Did you ever wear the visor?
No, I never really got into them. You know, I had a face mask that protected my eyes. It was hard to get in, so I stayed away from the visor.
Chavis takes the pitch. Flag is down. Chavis gets brought down at about the 2, but there is a flag down. Let's see what the call is.
The visor does look cool, though.
As long as you can see out of it, then you're doing all right.
Personal foul, hands to the face, defense, number 77. Half the distance to the goal. I'm sorry, from the end of the run, automatic first down.
So that's going to be first and goal for the River Kings from the 1-yard line. And the personal foul went against Abram Holland.
So they've done a good job of executing and getting the ball into the red zone in position to score. There's got to be a little bit more sense of urgency here.
Abram Holland, usually he's an offensive lineman, but not starting an offensive line, but going both ways here. Now on the defensive side. Pitch right side, Chavis gets brought down. Great pursuit by that Rattlers defense. In on the tackle was Ricky Wyatt Jr.
Great job of Bubba Chapman turning him back inside as well and letting the pursuit get to him. Chapman's able to shoot it and get him down low. Rick Watts Jr. was able to clean it up.
Second and goal for the River Kings. Great atmosphere here in the Snake Pit, as always.
Oh, yeah.
Second and goal. Chavis keeps it. Holland brings him down.
I'm impressed with Holland being able to play both sides of the ball tonight and get put into a situation where he probably has not played a lot of defense all season, did it in college, but he's looking good down there tonight in the trenches.
Holland checks in, 6'2", 320, Mexico State. Third down. And it looks like there's going to be a timeout on the field. Looks like the initial indication is that's an official's timeout. Either way, it gives Rattlers head coach Kevin Guy an opportunity to gather his defense here before the third down play. Third and goal from the 1 for the River Kings.
Looks like they're going big personnel as well. Chavis checks out. Looks like they're going big personnel in the game right now. Lamar Mady comes in as an extra lineman or fullback. Jumbo package.
Jumbo package. Well, we saw in the first half, near the goal line, Palindek had the ball and kept it himself.
Yep.
Ten seconds on the play clock. Cedar Rapids needs to get moving now. The officials blow the whistle.
Timeout, Cedar Rapids, their first timeout of the half.
So now we officially have a Cedar Rapids timeout after all of that. The play clock was running down.
A little bit of confusion on their behalf, too. Chavis was going out of the game. Lamar Mady was coming in. Took a little bit of time. Now Chavis is coming back in. And he's sending him back off the field again.
Good look at Rattlers head coach Kevin Guy. You know, he's had 46 players sign NFL contracts during his tenure here with the Arizona Rattlers.
Wow. And each year, every year, year in and year out, they're contending for championships. Great system. He is able to find talent, though, that, you know, no one else sees it, but he takes the guy and he goes from being an informal ordinary player to a guy who steps it up and really, really turns into a dynamic player under Kevin Guy.
They do a great job of coaching him up here at Arizona. Really improves their value. And now they're going to reset the game clock to 9:14. It's the first home game of the season for everybody, Randy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And these fans are loving it. Look at them.
Here we go, 3rd and goal. Palandek under center. Going to keep it, try to work that left side. Nowhere to go. It is Abram Holland.
Holland again.
How about that? Big number 77. Abram Holland coming up and making the stop.
It's a two-way guy. Look at the get off, and he splits the double team and is able to grab him in the backfield. Great play by Holland.
A loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
They're going for it.
And look at Holland, he's pumped up. He's kind of liking this defensive side of the ball right now.
And they're still in this jumbo personnel as well. I would think Chavis would be in the game right now, but.
Here we go, 4th and goal from the 3. Palandek drops back, rolls left, looks to the end zone, fires, incomplete. Rattlers defense comes up with the big stop. And number 27, Devin Cockrell, making the play.
Great coverage by Cockrell, battling always to the end.
8:54 remaining, 3rd quarter. Step aside for a quick break. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. 8:54 remaining here, 3rd quarter. The Rattlers leading the River Kings by a score of 53-27. And we got a new quarterback in for Arizona, Jeff Ziemba. And just like what head coach Kevin Guy did last week, flip-flopping the quarterbacks at intermission.
Oh, yeah. Employing the 2-quarterback system.
And here goes Ziemba, quarterback keeper right out of the gates. So it was Ziemba who got the start last week. And then Verlon Reed came in for the second half this afternoon. Reed gets the start. Ziemba comes in for the second half.
Yeah, it gives them a chance to evaluate both of them. We're still early in the season, but I tell you, Verlon Reed looked very, very good in the first half. And you know, the Rattlers do have a pretty good lead right now, so it gives them a chance to take a look at Ziemba as well, who has proven himself as a quarterback too.
Absolutely. He was the IFL Offensive Rookie of the Year last year, and he finds his receiver gone for the touchdown, Anthony Amos. Anthony Amos with the grab and go, and the Rattlers pick up right where they left off from the first half.
Takes the hitch, makes one move, makes one guy miss. Ladarius Nubo misses, and he's off to the races. still showing some pretty good speed, too.
Camacho now on for the extra point.
And just like that, we're on the Autobahn again.
We're back on the Autobahn.
120.
Extra point by Camacho is good. Anthony Amos, the grab and go. Rattlers with the big lead. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. 7:36 remaining here, third quarter. And the Arizona Rattlers just continue to pour it on. Got the defensive stop to open up the second half and then take it right down and get the touchdown. Opening drive here in the second half.
Oh, they've looked great. Look great. Wow, perfect kickoff to the fan right there, and the souvenir bounces right off his belly and then back on the field of play.
Randy Gatewood wouldn't have dropped that.
Oh, no, man. You know, I'd caught that easy, you know. And then I'd gave the ball away. You know, back to a real quick story, back my last couple of years in the league, every touchdown pass, every interception, anything happened, I'd give the ball to a fan. And Randy Gaspar, who was our equipment guy at the time, finally came to us and says, hey, like, you can't be doing that. We're running out of balls, you know, because we'd have some pretty high-scoring games. And I'd say, okay, yeah, no problem. Next time I'd give it away again, you know.
That's just the kind of guy you are, Mr. Gatewood.
Oh, man, good times.
Those things cost money.
Oh, yeah. But I tell you, I would make a kid or make a fan's day by them getting the football. Every time I'd give it away.
And that's what it's all about here at these Rattlers games. It's the experience as a fan. It's second to none.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Arizona Rattlers do such a great job of putting on these games. Great product on the field, great product with the fans in the arena.
And that's why these fans have stuck around so long. Like I said, I see fans that were here my first year in the league, and it's a really loyal group of fans, and they love the game of arena football. And they've been very blessed to have a bunch of really good teams, a bunch of good players, and one of the historic franchises in the AFL and the IFL.
And I think I just saw Rattlers head coach Kevin Guy talking to that fan who couldn't handle that kickoff and let him know he's got some work to do.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to stay in those seats.
And that was an easy one, too. Easy one. Got his face painted, everything. You know, he could have got on TV with that one.
Still can if you don't make the catch. Just the wrong kind. 7.5 minutes remaining here, third quarter. And we're going to try this again. Camacho, the rookie out of Fresno State, to kick it away. Short kick. Marquel Wade on the return.
Epps on the tackle. Got a little tempers flaring over there. Guess if I was down by 33 points, my temper would be a little hot right now, too.
Yeah, things can get a little chippy out there when that game gets lopsided.
Oh, yeah.
River Kings will start from their own 18-yard line. Kalendak fires, a little miscommunication there between his receiver, Jordan Smith.
Yeah, you just look at, they look a little out of sync now. You know, I don't know if it's because they're down by so much, but just the rhythm's completely off. You look at the way this offense is performing versus the way the Rattlers are performing, and it's night and day. You know, they got to go back to just the simple fundamentals of football, of them being on the same page. Jordan Smith had no idea that time that that ball was being thrown short.
Second and 10. Kalendak drops it off to Chavis, gets driven out of bounds into the dasher boards by Wyatt Jr.
Drops it off to his security blanket. I tell you, Arizona has done a great job, though, of neutralizing these receivers. I mean, he's having to dump it off so many times because no one's open down the field. And he had pretty good time to throw the football that time, but no one's open downfield.
Wyatt Jr. showing that athleticism, really high IQ as well. He's a guy you just have to tell him something once, he's got it, he's dialed in, ready to go.
You love having those guys on the team.
And now looks like Wyatt Jr. has got a cramp.
Yeah. When he made that tackle, he was a little slow to get up too, but.
So while Wyatt Jr. is down, we're gonna step aside for a quick break. The Rattlers with the big lead, 5:53 remaining, third quarter. We'll be right back.
Your Rattlers have more than 50 points today, which means you receive a complimentary consultation and x-ray courtesy of BackBend Health and Spine. To redeem, call to schedule your appointment within 5 days of today's game. Visit backbendhealth.com to find a location nearest you. Thank you to Tim Hobeck, owner of Santan Ford and proud supporter of your Arizona Rattlers. Right on the price, right on the corner, Santan 202 Freeway at Val Vista in Gilbert. That's why we always say we are Santan Ford. Entered play for the Rattlers, number 43, Ricky Bomani Wyatt Jr.
Third down and 6 now for Cedar Rapids. Ricky Wyatt Jr. able to walk off the field under his own power. And that ball sails out of bounds on third down, and River Kings receiver drops himself, Jordan Smith, into the front row. Now, if you catch a receiver, do you get to keep him too? Or
No,
is it
you
just
got
footballs.
If it's a Rattler receiver, yes, but the opposing, you got to throw him back. And as you can see, Epps has really good coverage. Who comes in? They make some changes, move Merriweather in at linebacker and bring Epps in at DB. He had nowhere to throw that football.
So coming on now for the field goal attempt for Cedar Rapids is Nell.
Timeout, Arizona.
And a timeout by Rattlers head coach Kevin Guy.
Looks like they were having a little bit of trouble right there getting lined up right. And once again, Merriweather's not used to playing that position. And Kevin Guy wanted to make sure that everybody's lined up and he's shading on that lineman or they're going to give him another first down too. So great job of Coach Guy noticing it and calling the timeout.
Yeah, and Merriweather, second year with the Rattlers. He tied for a team high 7 tackles in last week's win against Green Bay. Had a pass breakup, and he's another guy Very athletic, very versatile. Just gives that Rattlers defense a lot of options.
Yeah. And as you can see, he goes from playing defensive back, moving him into playing a linebacker position. And it looks like he's comfortable with it, like no issues, no problem at all.
A 43-yard field goal attempt by Henry Nell. Hit a 45-yarder in the first half. 43-yarder, plenty of leg, and it is good. Henry Nell.
Oh, yeah.
43-yard field goal attempt is up, and it is good. And with 5:13 remaining here, third quarter, Rattlers lead 60-30. .5:13 remaining, third quarter. The Rattlers home opener of the 2019 season. And they have doubled up the River Kings 60-30.
Looking good, too. Looking comfortable, looking confident. Got this thing clicking on all cylinders tonight. Offensively, defensively, special teams have been great.
Been a very clean game for Arizona. Epps with the return out of the end zone. Left side. You saw him to find another gear there.
Oh, yeah.
The River Kings able to come in and make the tackle before he accelerated through everybody.
Oh, yeah. You see him downshift to fourth. He was in 3, and he downshift to 4 right there, and he was able to come in and make the tackle on him that time. Malik Slater out of Valdosta State was able to catch him before he could get through.
Slater, a rookie, had 5 tackles and a sack and 2 tackles for loss in last week's game against Sioux Falls, making the nice tackle there on special teams. Jeff Ziemba in at quarterback. Steps up, great pocket, wide open, right side, down the sidelines. Touchdown, Rattlers. It was Jabri Lawley, the catch and go for the score.
Look at him turn on the Jets, too. Catches that ball and turns on the Jets and just outruns everybody right here. Super versatile player. That's a running back. Chris, coming out of the backfield, running a route, making a cut and catching it and just outrunning everybody.
2 touchdowns on the ground for Lawley, now 1 through the air. Extra point by Camacho. That is up, and that is good.
This is just too easy.
And for Jeff Ziemba and Jabri Lawley, you said it looked too easy? Well, Ziemba and Lawley, they played high school ball together and college ball together. They played in high school at St. Mark's in Delaware. Then they got recruited together in college and went and played at Shepherd at West Virginia.
How cool is that to be able to play, professional football with someone you grew up with, a teammate in college, and then you go out and then you play together and then you're connecting on touchdowns and everything together. That's pretty cool. It's a really cool story.
Terrific story. So they've done that more than once.
Oh, yeah.
Throughout their careers.
Oh, yeah.
The Ziemba to Lawley connection.
Ziemba probably gets himself into a situation where he's looking for him in the game just because they have so much history and chemistry over the years.
They're on the same page.
Oh, yeah.
And they were right there. Another touchdown for Arizona, 67 points. And we still got just over 4 minutes remaining here in the third quarter.
I do like that shotgun formation that they used too on that last drive offensively with Ziemba. Put him in the shotgun situation.
And the return off the back of the boards. Chavis trying to make something happen, but again, making the tackle this time for Arizona is Philip Henry out of South Carolina State.
Once again, kickoff coverage has been great tonight against this team. They just played a well-rounded game all the way around tonight.
All three phases,
oh,
yes. Yeah. And usually you don't see teams playing this sharp, this early in the season.
But that also goes back to him having all these key players and starters and the cohesiveness they had last year. They have so many of them out there that it just blends well. He plugged the other guys in with no problem.
First down. Kalendek throws the strike to his receiver, Jordan Smith. Smith out of Tennessee Tech. Making the catch in on the tackle for the Rattlers, Devin Cockrell.
Great break on the ball, too. As soon as that ball gets there, Cockrell's all over him. It may not be a bad idea to start throwing some double moves in, maybe some hitch and goes, some takeoffs or something like that. Not that I'm giving away any secrets or anything.
Well, as somebody who played wide receiver and defensive back, I mean, is there a bit of an advantage, going from one to the other?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. These guys are right now very aggressive in the defensive secondary.
Wade juggles it and finally reels it in. First down for Cedar Rapids. Chapman making the tackle.
Yeah, I go back to, Danny all the time and say, hey, these guys are aggressive. Let's run a hitch and go or takeoff. Almost lost that one. Good concentration to holding on to that ball that time by Marquel Wade.
Marquel Wade plays college ball, Arkansas.
Razorbacks.
First team All-IFL last season, yeah. Over at Fayetteville. First and 10, River Kings. Chavis, right side, he's gonna get brought down. And making the tackle this time for the Rattlers is gonna be Nick Diavanzo out of New Mexico.
Nick Diabonzo, 6'3", 285, super athletic. Right up the street, University of New Mexico.
Yeah. Been a common theme with this defense for Arizona, athletic.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter how big they are, they're all
seriously.
athletic.
And I don't know where Guy finds them at. He does such a good job of recruiting and getting these guys here. And once they're here, he converts them into great, great players.
And before the delay of game, it's going to be a timeout by Cedar Rapids.
Lots of confusion coming out of the huddle that time.
So the Rattlers will have a bye week next week, and then their next game will be right back here, and they will take on the Tucson Sugar Skulls.
Which should shape up to be a pretty good game, like you said. You touched on it a little bit earlier, Kevin Guy, guy who's involved in that franchise, and they're coming into the snake pit for the first time ever. I'm sure he's not going to take it easy on him either.
He said he's going to want to take care of business with the Sugar Skulls. So glad to be with us here. Our 2019 home opener here for the Rattlers on the CW. Chris Harris here along with Randy Gatewood, and what a terrific game we've had here for Arizona. 67-30, late third quarter. Second down here for the River Kings. Chavis going to bring it back the other side. He gets absolutely drilled, loses the helmet. What a stick by Devin Cockrell out of UTEP.
Physical, strong, physical, loves to collide. Wow, what a hit. Watch the helmet go flying here. Boom! Oh. Stopped him right in his tracks, too. As a defensive back, as a coach, that's what you want out of your DBs. Physical, come up and really don't care, just knock the crap out of guys.
Is it one of those tackles where you you go right through them that you don't even feel it.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's so clean.
Oh, yeah.
Third down, shot down right sideline, incomplete. And that will bring up fourth down.
That's what pressure does, though, to you, Chris, because that time Palandek had a guy running down the middle of the field wide open, but the pressure was coming in, so he felt like he had to throw it down the right side where Bubba Chapman was sitting over the top. Even if he makes a play on it, Chapman's going to clock him.
Henry now on for another 43-yard field goal attempt. Made one from 43 earlier this quarter. This one gets blocked. Coming in and making the play for Arizona.
Nick Diavanzo.
The big defensive end, 6'3", 285, laying out.
Laying out.
The block.
Makes the block. He gets off the ball untouched. Look at that. Wow. Great job of getting his hands and laying out in front of it. Sets the Rattlers up here in great field position again.
Looked like it caught him like in the elbow.
Oh, yeah. Easily.
In the midsection
Easily gets
area.
the block.
Yeah. Came in untouched, showed a little burst coming off the line.
Wow. Once again, we said it earlier, all phases rolling tonight.
Offense, defense, special teams. We'll give it to you however you want it, Cedar Rapids. End of the third quarter. Lolly with a nice pickup there. We are through 3 quarters here at Talking Stick Resort Arena, and it is all Arizona. They have the lead over Cedar Rapids 67-30. The fourth quarter when we come back right here on CW. The Arizona Rattlers are brought to you by Spooner Physical, transforming our community's physical therapy and hand therapy needs for 25 years. Experience health in motion for yourself. And by Tea of a Kind. Stop, rethink your drink, hydrate with Tea of a Kind. And The Park, eat local, party local, the official post-game spot of your Arizona Rattlers. And Casino Arizona, the hottest gaming action is at Casino Arizona and Talking Stick Resort. Get ready to start the fourth quarter here. Second down and 1 for the Rattlers from the Cedar Rapids 6-yard line. Ziemba handoff. Lolly just dump trucks the defensive back for Cedar Rapids. Lolly's third touchdown run of the night and 4th overall for the game.
Tavion Garrison. Meet Jabril Ali. Wow. Runs right over him. Full head of steam. Dips and just runs right over him, pushes him in the end zone and walks in.
You know what? Things happen fast when you're on the Audubon.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Exactly. Wow.
That was awful.
Jabril Ali making it happen all kinds of ways tonight.
Camacho for the extra point. And it is good.
Wow. Unbelievable. Meet Jabril Ali.
And how's that feel if you're Lawley and you just dump truck the guy?
Feels amazing. Oh my God, that feels amazing. That'll be a moment in the film session tomorrow though, Chris, where for the Rattlers, it'll be a fun, joking type moment. But for Cedar Rapids, it'll be one of the moments where if you're Tavion Garrison, you don't want to be watching that film. Wow. It happens though. Tough.
Head coach
physical.
Kevin Guy, he's able to check his phone at this point with that 74-30 lead.
Not a worry in the world.
Let's now take a look at the scores from around the league this weekend. And on Friday night, it was the Green Bay Blizzard getting the victory over Nebraska, 53-52. Got a score late in that one to get the win. And moving on, earlier today was the Iowa Barnstormers. They got the win over Quad City. The score in that one was 53-39. So Barnstormers picking up where they left off. Winners of the United Bowl last year getting the win on the road earlier today. And later on tonight, Tucson Sugar Skulls, first game in franchise history. They'll be in San Diego to take on another expansion team, San Diego Strike Force.
Making their debut.
And we take a look at the most updated standings we have now. Rattlers still on top, and they will be moving to 2-0 on the year after this one.
A lot of congestion in the middle with 1-1, but it's still early. Teams are still trying to find themselves, find the rhythm. But I tell you what, this Arizona team looks like they found theirs.
I know how much Kevin Guy, he likes to win. He is extremely competitive. And losing the intense conference championship game last year in overtime, that didn't sit well with him this past offseason. He wants to find this team back holding some hardware at the end of the season. Right side, nice run once again. Been really impressed with this running back for Cedar Rapids, Nathaniel Chavis.
He's looked great tonight. He's on the verge of going over 100 yards. Unfortunately, he's been one of the only bright spots tonight for this Cedar Rapids team. They just hadn't been able to get anything going defensively.
And how about Abram Holland coming off the line to chase him down and make the tackle?
Those two-way guys again. I can't say it enough, Chris. I love them.
Showing a great motor out here.
Iron Man.
Yeah. Something you know a thing or two about.
Oh, yeah.
Nice defensive play there to break it up for Arizona. Philip Henry had an interception in last week's win at Green Bay.
Back to the keys of the game. We talked about quarterback pressure, and they have had him. He's been running for his life on several occasions tonight, and that time Rick Watts Jr. was able to run free, and he didn't have time to set his feet to make a throw.
And you saw right there, quarterback Kurt Palandek and head coach Mark Stout for Cedar Rapids, they just kind of had a quick chuckle.
Oh, yeah. Like what do we do?
Nothing's working.
Oh, yeah.
Palandek looks right, throws right. Pass is complete. Nice looking ball there from Palandek. Finds his receiver. Making the catch is Ricky Galvin. Galvin out of Washington State.
And that was just fundamentals of football right there. Step back, timing pattern. Galvin makes a great play. Philip Henry's all over him too, and there's just not a lot of room, no separation, anything.
That was a great play all the way around.
Oh, yeah.
Great throw, great catch, great coverage.
Yeah.
First down for the River Kings. They've crossed midfield, now have the ball at the Rattlers' 23-yard line. Palandek has time, dumps it off to Chavis. And he is going to get brought down. Tackle is made by Devin Cockrell.
As I sit back and I watch this play unfold and develop, Chavis is really the only guy tonight, like I said, that's really has gotten separation. It is a dump down route, but as I look at the routes developed, they're running these combination routes, and Coach Guy has done a great job of scouting this team and knowing the combinations that they're going to run, and he just know where to throw the football tonight.
Yeah, because one guy who's worried about is Marquel Wade. Wade last year led the IFL in catches and yards per game, second in receiving yards, and he was fourth in touchdown catches. And he's pretty much been held in check here tonight. Yeah,
they've limited him to 4 catches on 35 yards, you know. Great game plan of taking him away. Palandek able to get a little bit out of it, but once again, pressure, nowhere to throw the football.
And who was in on the tackle? Big
Holland,
number 77.
Big Abram Holland.
He's kind of liking this side of the ball.
Oh, yeah.
Big fella out of Las Cruces, Mexico State.
They recruited me coming out of high school. And, of course, I ended up not going there. But, yeah, they were on me heavy coming out of high school.
Penalty flag is down. Pass is batted down by Diavanzo. Good time to mention the officials here tonight. The referee, Reed Brotherton. Umpire, Todd Evans. Head linesman, Kevin Keyser. Line judge, David Ross. And the back judge.
Illegal defense, number 8, was inside the belt, not near the receiver at the snap. It's a 5-yard penalty. It's first down.
And the back judge, Kanan Keyser, as well. So penalty is going to go against Arizona. Yes, you decided not to go to Mexico State, one of your offers. And
I did, but I took a couple of, actually coming out of junior college and high school, they recruited me, so I took a couple of trips down there, but ended up going to play somewhere else. I have a few friends who went to New Mexico State, and we joke about it and, you know, beat each other up, talk a little smack about it, but yeah, no, I ended up passing. The Aggies.
UNLV was the place for you.
UNLV was the place.
First down, Wade, touchdown, Cedar Rapids.
I guess we spoke too soon about Wade. He was able to get some separation that time and score. Great job of Palandek getting the ball out quickly, though, too. Looks like a miscommunication, though, in the secondary again, but it's a good job of Palandek, like I said, getting the ball out quickly, getting it to Wade. He's turned up the field, easy touchdown that time.
Extra point is up, and it is good. 9:35 remaining here, fourth quarter. All Arizona, 74-37. We'll be right back.
All right, night fan, it's time for today's Casino Arizona Throw for the Dough contest. Say hello to today's contestant, Sean. All right, Sean, there's 4 different locations on the field you can throw from, each representing a different cash value, ranging from $100 to $7,777. You throw a football from one of the locations, you hit the Casino Arizona target on the north end zone, and you win that cash. By his positioning, it looks like Sean is going to throw from midfield for $250. So, Sean, you may fire when ready. Didn't have it there, Sean. Even though you didn't win the big money, you're still going to receive a Rattlers prize back. Thanks for playing Casino Arizona's Throw for the Dough contest. Your Arizona Rattlers return to the Snake Pit on Saturday, March 16th, as they take on the Tucson Sugar Skulls with a kickoff at 5 p.m. For tickets, stop by the Talking Spoon Resort Arena box office. Go to easyrattlers.com or call 602-514-TDTD. Arizona Rattlers football, strike as one.
And here's a look at that last touchdown by Cedar Rapids.
Yeah, really good defensive job tonight by the Rattlers, but the one lone mistake, as you can see, freeze it right there, we get picked. Philip Henry gets picked right there by Trevante Johnson, by Nick Smith, and as a result, he's not able to get out, and Wade makes the catch for a touchdown.
And now back to live action. Return by Harrington brings it out to midfield.
I mean, who do you kick it to on kickoff, you know?
Like you said earlier, maybe just kick it out of bounds and just, at least it takes away the threat of a return for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, you just got to pick your poison.
So Ziemba back in at quarterback, handling the whole second half here. Was the starter most of the season last year, the IFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. He had a terrific game against Cedar Rapids in one of the meetings where he threw 7 touchdowns in the March 31st matchup against Cedar Rapids, and in that week he was the IFL Offensive Player of the Week. In shotgun here, steps up, fires, incomplete to Amos. But yeah, 7 touchdowns, 0 interceptions in that meeting at the end of March last season.
I'd say that's pretty efficient, huh? Not a worry in the world. And I tell you what, he's looked comfortable tonight. The last play was the first time that he's had any type of pressure on him.
Extremely accurate, throws a really good ball. He's athletic enough to make some plays with his feet. He and Verlon Reed are just a great complement with one another. As Coach Guy mentioned to us, he feels like he does have 2 starting quarterbacks, and with the way they've played, you cannot argue that point.
That is a luxury.
They are certainly 2 guys that can get it done. 2 guys the team has confidence in.
And he's been able to showcase both of them tonight. Back to Epps on the sweep, the jet sweep. He had a pretty quiet quiet second half. First half, he dominated. Some of the other guys stepped up and took the reins, but wow, does he have a ton of weapons to choose and pick from.
Take your pick. Must be nice. Just under 8 minutes remaining here, 4th quarter. 1st and 10 from the Cedar Rapids 13. Nice hit there. It's Slater, and he gets up and he's letting Lolly know about it.
Yeah. The first time Lolly has took any type of big shot tonight, but I tell you, Malik Slater, he brings it this time. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's got also could have very well easily been a horse collar as well.
You think Slater took out a little frustration on
that?
Oh,
yeah. That's definitely a little frustration. You know, Lolly's had a big game tonight, running the ball, receiving the ball, catching everything, and you get that opportunity, you definitely try to take that shot, as long as it's clean, too, and it was a clean hit.
Hand off Lolly again, right side. He's going to get bottled up by that River Kings defense. But, yeah, Lolly, he's just picking up where he left off from last week in that win at Green Bay. 14 carries, 88 yards, 3 touchdowns on the ground, 1 through the air.
Yeah.
And he's had 3 on the ground and 1 through the air here tonight.
Yep. Just an all-around good player. And he showed, what I like about him is he showed his versatility tonight, you know. He's blocked well, he's ran well, he's caught the ball out of the backfield. He's a very versatile player.
And that's one of the things that Rattlers head coach Kevin Guy really liked about Jabri Lolly, the rookie. There it is, the backfield from Shepherd. Jeff Ziemba, Jabri Lolly.
We'll give it to him.
Fires the end zone, penalty flag near the goal line.
Oh, he missed him. He missed him that time, too.
Spoken like a true receiver, always think you're open, screaming for the ball.
Always open. Jabril Lolly runs a kind of like a stutter out route, and he's wide open, and I think Ziemba was looking for the big play, but if he gets it to him early, he's going to probably walk in.
There are 2 fouls in the play, both by the defense. Holding, number 22, that penalty is declined. Illegal contact, number 23, first down.
So that will move the chains. 1st and goal, Arizona from the 5-yard line.
But back to your point, you know, I used to tell Seth all the time, I'm always open. Always.
Of course you did.
Even when it looks like I'm covered, I'm open.
Receivers always think they're open. You come back to that huddle.
Why didn't you throw me
you
the ball?
Come
I
back
was
to
open.
me. I'm open.
Exactly.
Come my way. Just over 6 minutes remaining here, 4th quarter. Chris Harris here along with Randy Gatewood. Lolly takes the handoff left side. And give it to him. Touchdown, Rattlers. And it is Jabri Lolly with his 4th rushing touchdown of the night 5th total of the game.
Just powers his way through. Jeff Rance had no chance.
And how about Lamar Lady on that left side?
Just pushing him in, opening up a hole first and then pushing him in the end zone as well. Offensive line has had a strong, strong presence tonight. Running the ball, passing the ball, clean pocket.
All facets.
Oh yeah, not a worry in the world.
Camacho, extra point, and it is good. So with 5:23 remaining in the ball game, Arizona 81, Cedar Rapids 37. We'll be right back. .523 remaining, fourth quarter. It is all Arizona here in the home opener for the Rattlers. 81-37.
You know, that record of 86 is certainly in jeopardy tonight.
Franchise record for the Rattlers, 86 points. And that happened back in 2012 in Utah against the Blaze. One more touchdown.
One more offensive
new record
possession,
here.
and you got to figure they're definitely going to get at least a couple of more possessions, and Cedar Rapids hasn't even slowed them down tonight. So I like to think that record is certainly coming down tonight.
Cedar Rapids offense back out onto the field. And we've got the running clock now. Just over 5 minutes remaining.
New quarterback for Cedar Rapids, too.
Handoff right side, penalty flag is down. The new quarterback for Cedar Rapids. Right there. 6'3", 220. Pulls it down, left side. Pick up of about 4 for Wilkerson.
That's great size. Great size. Pretty good arm strength, too. See if he can maybe get something going quickly just to give him a little bit of rhythm.
And if you're head coach Mark Stout for Cedar Rapids, why not get him some playing time and see what he's got, get him some experience?
Absolutely.
Having some issues with his shoulder pad at the moment, but try to get that straightened out. That's what teammates are for, right, Randy
Exactly.
Gatewood?
I was wondering what took so long. He's trying to get it in himself.
Wilkerson keeps it first down for Cedar Rapids. Making the tackle is Wyatt Jr.
He's been everywhere tonight, too.
Wyatt Jr., the MAC linebacker from Central Arkansas, 6 foot 235. Tied for a team high with 7 tackles in last week's win at Green Bay.
He was able to hydrate, get himself back in the game here.
Finally.
Yeah.
Wilkerson has time, delivers. Incomplete, almost intercepted. Looked like the Rattlers had 2 shots at it.
Yeah.
Henry with the initial dive, and then it was Cockrell coming in for the second look.
Almost intercepted twice. Wilkerson totally misses Marquel Wade, though. He's got him open over the middle, has to throw it high. You got to stop him in that hole there because you know 8, Devontae Merriweather is bearing down on him. Two opportunities that time.
Looked like Henry's initial attempt did hit the ground.
Sorry, Galvin,
right there.
yeah, you got to stop him right in that hole, but he almost got it.
Great effort. Wilkerson scrambling, finally gets rid of it. That play looked discombobulated from the get-go. It looked like a false start initially from the offensive line for Cedar Rapids. Wasn't called, they just continued on.
Yeah, I thought it was a false start as well. Then the ball hit the ground first as well. Just from the beginning, never got going. What's going on with the fans tonight? Everybody's dropping balls, though. No one wants souvenirs? Another ball bounces right off his chest.
Again, it's the home opener for everybody. Not everybody's exactly in pass-catching shape.
I guess not.
3rd and 10. River Kings from their own 21. Wilkerson has time. Great pressure coming off the block and making the sack. Nick Diavanzo.
Great job of keep staying with it, keep fighting. You know, you get this late in the game, you're up by all these points and you're still playing hard, able to shed the blocker and get the sack.
Nick Diavanzo, we saw him earlier on with the blocked field goal attempt.
Yeah.
Now he comes at you.
Another guy whose motor never stops.
Boy, this has just been, I know we've said it earlier, but this has been a great all-around effort here for Arizona as we come down towards the 1-minute warning. And we have hit it. 1 minute remaining in this one. We'll step aside for a quick break. Rattlers 81, Cedar Rapids 37. We'll have the finish when we come back. And Nell's field goal attempt goes wide right for the River Kings. 55 seconds remaining. Rattlers will have possession from their own 5-yard line. The franchise record for points, 86, set back in 2012 against Utah. They sit at 81. 55 seconds remaining.
Let's see what we do. I think he's going to hand it off to Jabril Lawley and let him kind of take this thing home. But he's already shown he's capable of taking one play and taking it to the house. So.
And remember, offensively, you got to get positive yardage for that clock to continue. So Cedar Rapids has 1 timeout remaining. Arizona has 2. So Ziemba's going to go under center. See if it's a quarterback sneak. He's going to take the knee. And as long as there's an agreement from both sides, the clock can continue to run. So Cedar Rapids has conceded. Says, yeah, let's just go ahead and take the knees. Let's not get anybody hurt out here.
It's not a bad idea.
There's no reason for it. So great job there by both head coaches. Just, you know, this one's over. Let's get it over. So it'll probably just be one more snap here by Ziemba, and that should probably do it. And there it is.
Oh, yeah.
Ziemba takes a knee.
That will do it. So the Arizona Rattlers win their home opener here at Talking Stick Resort Arena. Kevin Guy shaking hands with Cedar Rapids head coach Mark Stout. Great effort here tonight by the Rattlers. They get the win, 81-37 to move to 2-0 on the season. We're going to step aside for a quick break. When we come back, we'll hear from Rattlers head coach Kevin Guy. We'll be back in just a moment. The Arizona Rattlers are brought to you by Papa John's. When we win, you win. The day after every Rattlers win, you'll receive 50% off all online pizza orders. And let's now go down to the field. Rattlers head coach Kevin Guy, the 81-37 victory. You guys got it done in all 3 facets of the game. What impressed you the most about this afternoon's effort?
Well, we kept our foot on the gas pedal for 60 minutes. You know, I told the guys we're always going to play hard until the 1 minute, and then we'll see where we're at. And then, you know, we took a knee and got out of here. But, you know, we had some really big explosive plays on offense, on special teams. You know, we had a little bit of issues with our extra points. I believe we missed 3. You know, that's Jimmy's, second game, and we just it's really the approach and the speed of the approach. So we slowed him down a little bit, and then he started hitting them again. But, you know, we had some kickoffs that went out of bounds. So we'll get that corrected. You know, that's pretty typical out of a young kicker. but we believe in him. He's going to do a great job for us. And, you know, defensively, we had some guys step up, had a lot of injuries on defense. We went into the game short. You know, Holland, we brought him over from the offensive line, and he wound up playing a lot of snaps for us on the D-line. So Epps played some DB for us. So we had a lot of guys go down. You know, this bye week's coming at a good time.
Coach, how are you able to do it? You're able to take guys year in and year out, guys who maybe not only – they may not excel somewhere else, but when you get them in your system and you get them under the Rattlers umbrella, they turn into these dynamic players. You know, how are you able to do that year in and year out?
Well, I think our staff does a great job of recruiting. You know, Coach Jernigan, you know, led by him. And then, you know, the staff does a good job of developing players and understanding how to use players. But, you know, as a head coach, my responsibility is you know, the culture in the locker room, recruiting and developing players. That's what my job is. So, you know, we put a lot of focus on that. And, you know, we got a lot of good people in our organization. And, you know, Ron Schertz, our owner, you know, he doesn't have us, you know, beating our head against the wall to make it work. And, you know, we can concentrate on our jobs and get it done. And you know, we got a lot of good people in this organization. So I've been pretty fortunate to be a part of it for 11 years.
Coach, thanks so much for the time. Congratulations on the win.
You got it, guys.
Thanks, Kevin.
Rattlers head coach Kevin Guy. Boy, they had it going on all cylinders here tonight as we now take a look at the updated standings. And right on top, the Arizona Rattlers with the 2-0 record. Iowa and Sioux Falls 1-0 as well.
A little congestion there in the middle with some teams that are 1-1. But I'll tell you what, Arizona, if they continue to play like they played tonight, they are going to be tough to beat this year with all the weapons they've gotten. You know, with the defensive line, the pressure that they put on the opposing team's quarterback, and you give them a 2-touchdown lead, like it's going to be really difficult to battle and combat what they do and the things that they do to hurt you. So it's going to be interesting to see how it goes, but they look really good tonight.
And especially when he says they have some players down as well. But 81 points tonight, they sure didn't look like they were in any kind of trouble. So we take a look at our next game, and that will be Saturday, March 16th, right back here against the expansion team, Tucson Sugar Skulls. Kickoff will be at 3:05 right here at Talking Stick Resort Arena. Randy, quick thought here as we say goodbye.
You know, I'm very, very impressed at the way that this team was able to come out in only the second game of the year and get rolling tonight. They look like they played together for a couple of years, but I tell you, they have some electric players offensively tonight and some versatile guys as well. So like Kevin spoke about earlier, they're fortunate, they're blessed to have all the pieces that it takes to put together a team of this magnitude. And I tell you, being a part of this organization for so long in the past, we were able to do some of the same things that those guys did tonight. So exciting to watch, great game tonight, and I look forward to watching them again.
In the 2019 home opener, it was all Arizona Rattlers as they take care of business against the Cedar Rapids River Kings, 81-37, the final. For all the talented folks behind the scenes, and for Randy Gatewood, I'm Chris Harris saying so long.